Hi, I'm Ashwath Vijay Kumar, and this is my 15112 term project, Dungeon Diver. Dungeon Diver is a game with a keeper and a diver. The diver's goal is to reach the red block, and the keeper's goal is to stop the diver before the timer runs out. So, it is a sockets game, so it is multiplayer, so you have to run a server whenever you run the client. So here I have 4 terminals opened up to simulate 4 different computers. In the first terminal, I'm going to launch the server. The server looks for a connection, and in these others I have clients, so when I launch the clients, I'll get the game. As you can see, that spectacular Initial D soundtrack is playing in the background, the only soundtrack that can fully capture my game's intensity. So, I'll turn the music off now because it's going to get really bad with like 3 soundtracks playing at the same time. But here I have 3 clients, they're all running the same thing. You can also do this on different computers as well. So the first thing we're going to show off is our multiplayer. So, keepers can place blocks that have 2 hit points, divers can place blocks that have 3 hit points, and divers can shoot to destroy blocks. The goal is to get to the red box at the end. So, first off, here's the help screen. You can click on that and see how to play the game, and then you can go back. So we'll start with multiplayer, the main part of my project. So if we click on multiplayer, we're going to load into the program, and if we click on multiplayer for all the other guys, they'll do the same. So you can see the role in the top left. The top left can be changed with D or key for diver or keeper. So if you select keeper, you lose your entity and you move on to the left side of the screen. And so the other 2 can be divers. There can only be 1 keeper in a game. So then we're going to ready up. So you press S to ready up, and it'll send a message to the server. And since the divers are ready, but the keeper's not ready, the game won't start. So if you hit S again, the keeper is now ready. Now you can see the timer ticking down on all the different places. So here's the keeper interface. You can move around the camera, and you can place your own special blocks that are bricks that have 2 hit points. Divers can move around and shoot things. So divers, you can see the 2 hit point collision, but divers can also place their own grass blocks to help them get to the end of the level. These take 3 hit points as a punishment for having to break their own things. And as you can see, the main background of the game is also in grass. So as you can see, since it's sockets, all the different screens are synced up. Right now it's a little laggy because I'm running all 3 of these clients on my computer at the same time, and also a screen recording. But other than that, this program works relatively well. So you can see, I can see both the clients. I can block them a little if I wanted to. You can also shoot up in the game. So if you shoot up, you have bullet collisions with the things above you, and sometimes to the right if you're a little too close, because they spawn right beside your head. So once a player gets to the end, they make contact with this red block, and if they make contact with that red block, then the game screens come up. So here we have the keeper. Since the diver got to the end of the level, the diver who won the game was called Jesse. Jesse beat the keeper. The keeper was thwarted. You escaped. This is the diver's screen, and it has the person who beat the keeper. So this guy's client name was Ashwath, and this guy's was Jesse. Ashwath didn't beat the keeper because he didn't get to the red block, but the red block managed to send that over. So if the timer runs out, then we have a keeper win scenario, and in that scenario, the keeper gets the green screen and the divers get the red screens. So those are the basic functions of the game. So now we'll move on to single player. So in single player, you were playing against an AI, and you are the keeper trying to block the AI from the end of the level. So the AI is actively searching for the red block on the board, and it's trying to get there, and it'll jump over things in an attempt to reach the red block. As you can see, it does 3 jump functions, and if I place a block in its path, it's going to acknowledge that, jump over it, and continue running. The AI uses a backtracking algorithm to search for the red block and takes a full advantage of the screen. Now, if I somehow managed to stop the keeper from reaching the end, then I would have gotten the keeper win state instead. So the big thing with running servers here is that you have to restart the server every single time. And by restart, you have to go into the files and then go to the ports and change them by one in order to make sure that the server is not running on the same port. I've been here before, so here we go. So you can see deja vu, I've been in this place before being played. And that's about the end of Dungeon Diver. I used sockets and Pygame. It was an interesting project. I learned a lot from 112, and I appreciate the time the professors and TA took to teach me. Thank you.